Outsmarting hackers at their own game. That's how actress and comedian Whitney Cummings is taking her power back. You can't get me. Let me switch it on you. Natisha Lange joins us now with a look at how the actress is fighting back against an alleged hacker.
You know, Aisha, anytime a story like this happens, it's so horrifying. So these hackers threatened to release a topless photo of the actress unless she paid up. So the comedian posted the extortion scheme from the alleged hackers on social media, asking how much would it cost to not share this photo. Whitney says she accidentally posted that photo on Instagram in April, but then quickly deleted it. So not shying away from her humor, she said they must think I'm way more famous than I am, but they also must think I'm way more easily intimidated than I am. Whitney posted the photo to her social platforms before those hackers got the chance, and she did not post their names because she thought they might just be dumb kids. Now, in response, folks on the internet came together to support her by posting their own embarrassing photos with hashtag #IStandWithWhitney. In return, she thanked everyone on Twitter who sent her pictures to cheer her up. Now, Whitney Cummings is not alone with attempted online blackmailers. In June, actress Bella Thorne also posted her own topless photo on Twitter after a hacker allegedly threatened to leak them of her. More than 30 states, including Georgia, have laws against non-consensual release of sexually explicit images and videos, which are otherwise known as revenge porn laws. It's a misdemeanor in Georgia and punishable up to 5 years on the second offense.